Hello, hello. Good evening, good Saturday evening to you all. Southbound, just left, leaving Warsaw. Seems like a long one. Actually, looks like at least 10 coaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So let's take over the service. Hopefully, I'm a little more alert today. I'm gonna try my best. I I hope you all are having a wonderful Saturday. We got the next stop in 9 kilometers. Grodzisk Mazowiecki. And also we got a Pendolino behind us. That's gonna catch up with us eventually. Kind of looks like mist. It is mist. Cool.
Train 14137. We are just looking at Magdalene train across the track. It will be a stop.
14137. The transmission got bad, so please repeat.
14137. I'm just letting faster traffic cross the track. Once it's cleared, I'll let you in.
Thank you.
One 4137. The track is clear for your stop.
I appreciate it. Thank you. really. Like 2 meters short or something. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. "55 seconds. Let's see where the Pendolino is. Not this one, the other one. One that's supposed to be right behind us somewhere. No, really? It's not as close as I thought. But it's
Train 14137, you can depart when ready.
Thank you. We'll do so. Alright, let's get going.
And thank you for the whistle.
Always welcome. So it's right up here, 1637 coming. So I guess it's gonna be over here, Karatov, where we're gonna have to just, you know, step aside, scooch over, whatever. Scooch your peasant. Almighty Pendolino coming. Coming through, coming through. Coming through. In yesterday's stream I actually forgot to put my sound settings right. So it was on default. Now today it's a little more full. A little more... a little better. Deeper low frequency, tad less middle range, and higher high frequency. That's usually how I want it. For this anyway. So it's gonna pass Grodzisk right now. I don't think it's gonna stop. Or? Where is it? Looks like it's slowing down though. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, it is slowing down. Maybe we can pass this point before we leave room for it. Karatov in 2.3. There we go. I think we're gonna pass this. Yeah, seems like it's stopped. Yeah, I did. Okay. That explains it. sitting here. It's Alberto Restifo. Okay. Let's see who's in Saligi. Vicillo. Sounds like a Hungarian something. Probably gonna hold us. Because here it comes. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
(14.137), you will be stopped for a few minutes as a Pandorino will pass from behind.
I understand, thank you very much. You're not by any chance from Hungary?
I am.
Akkor jó estét kívánok!
Azt hittem itt firma a szerveren.
Nem értettem.
Azt hittem nincs is magyar a szerveren, csak külföldiek. Azt hittem.
Hát tulajdonképpen az vagyok, Svédországban vagyok.
Oh igen. Na, jött már a Pandó. Most jött el Koritovba. Most adtak indulás itt.
Gondoltam, hogy utolér. Jó. Should reach us any minute now. It comes. Here it comes. Faster than fast. Quicker than quick. Bam.
Na, mint kiértékettük, raktam át is.
Aha.
Na, kijárat a szabad eseménymentest.
Köszi szépen. Off we go. Ah, darn it. That didn't work. I start a little later tonight. Maybe we can drive a little bit at night time, we'll see. Like car is upside down. Looney's bus. Itikovice. And just looking for the next Pendolino. Here it is. 1339. 1339, that's it. That's our next one. That's gonna catch up with us eventually. Not for a while though. Oh. That was not the one I wanted. Yeah. going on? There we go. Bieloruska. Passing it now. Oh. Drive through Strazalki. Need 14. Oh boy. Hello, Vince. How are you doing? I'm fine, thank you. Better than yesterday, anyway. More clear in my head. Not too much clutter. This is my second stream of the day, too. So I did a 3-hour stream earlier in Euro Truck Sim. Also, I recustomized my tractor Scania and made a whole new double trailer set for that one. Drove from Katowice in Poland to Italy. I think it was Florence. Florence? I think so. How about yourself? How is the American Truck Sim driving? How's it going? Enjoying your new graphics? And smooth driving experience? 2.9 to Strzelki, just to drive through. I had my first successful convoy the other night. Cool. Alright, yeah, it's probably better that way. I already tried it once and I didn't enjoy it enough to get rid of all the mods, but that's just me. That's just the way I am. Yeah, that's good, that's good. I wonder if they made any engine updates on the original ones, because if they did and I can find something that is fairly good, I could use that. Make a whole new profile without any mods. But if they haven't done it, I'm not doing it. It just don't sound good. I don't think it's good. Potty mouth, what is that? You have to explain that definition for me. Okay. Then I am a potty mouth. Whatever. I can be without any mods. I just want basically one mod, and that's the Detroit Diesel 60. That's the only mod I want. If I would choose one mod, you can only choose one mod, that would be the one. And I can maybe do a W900 or something to drive. Because that one is decent now, I think. The new Kenworth W900 is decent in American Truck Sim. No problem at all. Drive through Izikovice 19. Care to slow down, train, please? Wow. And now like a freaking ketchup bottle. Alright. Yeah, the progressive steering mod. Wouldn't that mess up my steering? I think it would. So I don't think we can drive together actually. Nice. You thinking of buying those? Which model was it? 500? $60-70? Oh, okay, so that might be the 500. I mean, it's worth it, man. If you have the money, it's worth it. It's not how they look, but how they sound. More importantly. And how it feels for you to, you know, wearing those, obviously. That's also important. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I don't think the mod's gonna be an issue, actually. It shouldn't be an issue. And still, do you actually know how the other ones experience your driving? Did you ask them if you were like all over the place, or if it looks just like it should? Like you were in one place, like it's supposed to be, or? I just thought of that. But if nobody mentioned it, nobody was complaining, I think it worked. What happened to the chat? I see you have written something, but I can't. All right, there we go. Yeah. Careful to write many short messages in the chat, because I think it will ban you for a while. Not ban, but you will not be able to write if you write to... I don't know that setting. I didn't set that one up. I think it's the way it is. It basically thinks that you are spamming or something. Just for your information. I'm not bothered by you writing one word at a time. I don't... That's okay. It's just how the chat is set up. Should know about it. Okay. Right, 9 kilometers to the next drive-through. I'm gonna check around a little bit on the map now, because I haven't done it for a while. See what's going on behind us. We got the Pendolino here. Okay, it's going north. That's not an issue. But here comes 4134. Oh, my bad. Okay, 1339 up in Selgi. So not right now, not for a while. It's no issue. We got Looney's bus here. They must have had a way they could voice chat while driving convoy. Okay. was probably Discord or something. If it wasn't in by the CB in the game. Usually the way it is. One of my friends just recently got himself a new computer, new monitor, new everything, and he installed American Truck Simulator, and it just crashes for him. With the mods though, not without, so I don't know what's going on there. Mine's still not crashing, but I don't drive with anyone else right now, so it might be. We'll see. I just suggested he should start both Steam and American Truck and everything that's connected to it, like the G hub for the steering wheel, in administrator mode, like as an administrator might help, but he hasn't gotten back about it, so we'll see how that works out for him. Soon it's gonna be dark. Roll it live. Okay. What? Thank you, Unibus. Have a good shift. All right. Okay, Vince. You can set it up so it won't auto start for one. You don't have to uninstall it for that, but it's fine. Right, let's check ahead. See what it's gonna be here. We got donut no Y in a post no Polydnia. We got a southbound Dragon pulling a freight. Rolling stock. We got northbound intercity service. That's what we got. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, I mean we can do it, but it's I use Discord for everyone, so and everyone uses Discord with me. I don't use the Steam chat, but if we have to, we'll do so. That's not an issue. It's that if that's the only solution, it might work. gonna stop in 5. Opposed to Polinia. And we are 6 minutes early. Might be a little bit more. Might be 7 or 8. You never know because it doesn't update that frequently, so. Oh. There we go, 5.4 minutes. That's quite a lot. Let's take a walk. should need to take a short break, so I think I'm gonna use the time wisely. And I will be back in a couple of minutes.
Express intercity train to Bokumin. Via Zawiersi, Dabra Gornizon, Kato Weiss, Władysław-Sławski, Golubki. Is departing from track 4 platform 2. Please stand away from the platform edge. We wish you a pleasant journey.
All right, time to leave. 20 seconds. There we go. Hi, Shark. Welcome back. It was like a couple of minutes ago. I was on a break. Welcome to the stream. Oh boy. How are you doing, Shark? Hope you're good. Alright, next drive-through is 11 kilometers 10. See what is ahead. Hang on. Actually gonna put the next one in. There we go. And we are on our way. This is going south. This is going south. Yeah, so we're gonna catch up with this one eventually. Hopefully this one gonna leave away, or this dunk my toe's gonna put this one on the siding for this one to pass if they are on the same track, and hopefully we're gonna catch up enough so we can also overtake that guy. Who's that guy? V last 666. What else do we have? We get northbound Penalino coming, driven by Rabsonic. Okay. Let's see if we have anything. Okay, we have this one, 1439. We might end up on the siding actually as well. So yeah. Probably what it's going to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just going to do what we're going to do and see where it gets us, I guess. We should be 5 minutes early. I don't believe that. I don't think that's gonna update, and we're gonna be basically in time. Or maybe a couple of minutes early. I don't think so though, because we had that stop and it was synchronizing. I guess it was synchronizing the time table with us. Shouldn't be a problem. Hope everybody's feeling great this Saturday. It is Saturday. Yep, Pendolino catching up like crazy. We're definitely gonna be put on a siding with the other ones. So I'm wondering what's gonna happen since we are it's 3 of us. All right, he might just release this. We'll see what happens. How fast is it? It's going 48 now, so it has slowed down. The freight train is slowing down for the elf just right behind him, and I'm trying to catch up here. It's not gonna help. I don't think it's gonna help much. That was not what I wanted to do, but oh man. And it is a post, so for me I have to wait in my time anyway if I'm early. So I'm on time now, so it had updated. That was my guess. That makes sense. I wonder what happens if you derail into another train that basically maybe standing still on another track. If that also derails and 2 trains are out of service. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about derailing. Yesterday I did. I watched the stream and I actually mentioned derailment just I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes before I actually derailed. I was making a joke at the station before I derailed, so yeah, we're not going to talk about derailment now. Okay, let's do this instead. A little more oomph. One 46047. Seems like he let this guy pass. I was expecting that. And yeah, the dragon is on a siding and he should see us now, but I have a there's the Pendolino. I have the Pendolino right behind me, so it's gonna be interesting. where he's gonna put us. I don't know how the yard looks like, but probably gonna work out. So 1336 Arthur is driving that one. I messed up a little bit, not too much. Much too much. Alright, here it comes. The blinking green, warning me for the yellow one. Roger that. 14137, roger.
Yeah, 14137, thank you for that.
Here's the dragon. Right? The almighty dragon. You just woke up. Let's see. There we go. And here we are. All right, let's see what trains we are awaiting. He said something about 2 Pendolinos, so here comes number 1, 1339, and yeah, here comes the next one, 1439. They like to follow each other around. And what is this? This is going to Warsaw, and this is going to Gliwice, destination Warsaw. Oh, to Warsaw, sorry. No Pendolinos after that. Go, Pendolino, go!
1339, thank you very much and have a nice day.
Alright, where am I? Let's see, where am I? I don't know where I'm at. Here, I'm here. Okay, I found myself. Good. And here comes the next one. Pretty soon. Go, Pendolino, go. Our timetable is not entirely updated, or maybe it is 2 minutes early. Well, maybe. But I don't think we're going to be that when we finally...
1439, thank you, and same to you. Have a nice day.
Here comes the Pendolino. So if I put the camera here, it's probably gonna bug out on me and just do that crazy. No, we didn't do that. It worked out. So I guess I'm the next in line. Better prepare for that. I'm gonna release the local brake. Hopefully we're not rolling anywhere. Also, we need to wait for the 130, by the way, so I'm gonna set it back. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. We got one more train from the other direction coming from south, going for Warsaw, and we have to wait for that one as well. Then it's our turn. So, and here it comes. It's a bot train though. What? I'm confused. What? Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. This is advanced mode, I guess. Definitely advanced mode. Alright, it's our turn. There's one more coming. Did I miss some? Oh man, it's another Pendolino. Oh. Okay, well. Interesting. So he's gonna probably overtake that train that just passed here. If that's interesting. Yeah, so we're not gonna check that. Maybe later. For now, just gonna be ready to go. So the poor freight train doesn't have to wait too much for too long. We're actually rolling ever so slightly. It was rolling backwards, I think. We were rolling backwards. Oh, there's another train coming. What is going on here? Really? What train is that? It's an inner city. 14137. 13137. All right. Well, slightly annoying. I don't know what is what, but we'll have to wait a bit more. What's happening? Let's see. All right, I got green now. All right, good.
14137, you're clear to depart when you're ready.
All right, departing. Thank you.
Thank you, 14137, you have a nice day.
You too. Have a nice shift. couple of points now, just for a little bit. Here we go. Thank my toast. Next stop, 25 kilometers, Zova. Polnock. Okay. WP. That's easier. So, these on the subway side here in Sweden, Stockholm subway has like 3 letters short for every station, I think. And that would be useful in this case if that system existed. So that was Siriondil. This freight train heading north. Still says 2 minutes early, so it's probably gonna update in the next few minutes. Alright, let's see what's ahead. Captain Dave, Vloskova Polnock. That's our next stop. Jimmy Fritz, Knapovka. Katsu. .I. I'm sorry. Mostly bot trains. Yeah. Let's see how many drivers are. Oh, there's plenty of drivers down here as usual. dispatchers. My feeling is it's more dispatchers tonight than there's Ba. By the way, Sean the sheep. Ba. Alright. It's gonna be fun. Alright, we are losing points. Yep. Next stop in 13. I want to say 12 actually. Almost. Oh, 13. Oh, there comes 12. Yeah. Doodly doo, doodly day. Look at the moon. It's up there. Right above our heads. M-U-U-N. That spells moon.
132037, yeah, you may depart when ready.
Hmm.
132037, thank you for your patience and have an
Stop in 9. 9. Good evening, Captain Dave. That was a correct stop. 2 minutes. Let's see what's going on here. Nothing going on behind us. Nothing of importance. Next Pendolino is a bit away. I don't have to worry about that. 1 minute to departure. Alrighty then. And we got a signal, yellow signal. We are ready to go. Really? Sensitive. Come on. Maybe not yet. I guess. In a minute now. Hello there, Maximus. Welcome to the stream 5 minutes ago. I was reading hello there, so I saw that shark wrote before it. What do you mean, too comfortable? Yeah, you mean like I was speeding. I was expecting, you know, the speed to come up, the limit to come up, but it didn't do that. So. I was wrong. So many times before. Well, I've been doing good so far, actually. It's been a good one so far. Shebang. Yep. I do. I am using track IR every day. It's a beaten up unit by now. The cord is very hard, dry, and isolation is kind of cracking up. And I need to replace that. Basically just cut it in the middle and shorten the wire, the cord. So I've been shortening it for a while, and it needs to be replaced all the way eventually. So for a new one, I'm not buying a new one, I'm just buying a new cord, and yeah, that's how it's gonna be. But it's working for now. It's glitchy sometimes, but I just found a sweet spot, so it's working. It's quite old and it's been used a lot. It's been used for flight sim, it's been used for 2 truck sims, bus sim, train sims, 2 of them now. So yeah, it's frequently used. Drive through Psari in 7 kilometers. Yeah, it does. It's a whole different experience. I like to look around, be able to look around, and it feels more natural. If you can find a good, what do you call that? Like ratio, curve ratio, so to speak. Because obviously I can't look 90 degrees to the right. I would be looking at my wall right beside of me and not be able to see the screen, the monitor. So it's kind of like an accelerated curve. More I move my head, it's gonna accelerate and move further. So right now I'm looking at the outer edge of my monitor. Alright, 2-minute delay. Oh man. First time I'm actually delayed today, so I've been before my schedule all day, or the whole service. Hang on, I'm just gonna ease up a little bit. Then we can check the map, see what happens. Ahead we got Katsu. I'm sorry. We're chasing down this freight service. That was a bot train, by the way. Now I see it. And this Pendolino is going south. It's not going to be a problem. Alright. Not too much to see. Oh man. System, the set route for signal K and F would send train 26290228 in the wrong direction. Route will be released. 629, where are... Oh, okay, that's the one behind me. The dragon that was sitting on the other siding where we waited all those trains. Two Pendolinos from north. There was one Pendolino from south and one intercity from the south. Then I thought I would get stuck and one other intercity from the north would pass me, but that one was stopped and I get to go, so that was good. I almost thought I would be given less priority, and since I was ahead of my time, I was figuring maybe that train is kind of supposed to be in front of me, that service. I was not sure, so obviously that was not the AI send me 24141 late and I'm forced to block the line. Uh-oh. 24141. Yes, it does that. Uh-oh. Where's that? That's Knapovka. In Knapovka, I think we already passed that one, so yeah, very good. Where am I, by the way? I'm here, okay. So a lot of things going on there. Next drive-through is Góra Wlodowska, 32 kilometers. Maximus says in Poland they would do that. Let trains with higher priority go first. Yeah, of course. I would assume it works like that almost everywhere, no? Where they have fast trains on the same tracks as slow trains. If there's possibility to overtake, they will do that. That makes sense. Or else it would not be a fast train if it's gonna wait for all the other intercity and freight runs to go ahead. That would not work. Power station or transformer or something. Yeah, but if you are running early, if I remember correctly. What do you mean if I run early? I mean, they would probably put me on the siding, right? If I'm running early. Let's see if we caught up sometime. Yeah, I'm 2 minutes early now, so we caught up like 4 minutes. No problemo. We are catching up with the freight service pretty soon. to see. Driven by Oakum. Oakum? Oakum. Okay. They will not let you wait and let the cargo services go in front of you, especially on a track where the two posts are as far as Knapovka and Gorlodowska. Okay. Understood. I think. Yeah, obviously, if I'm gonna catch up during that time, it's not. All right, so we are close by now. And his speed is 108. 108, really? He's over speeding? 110. He's like, oh, I will get out of the way. Oh, welcome. You don't have to overspeed. You're fine. I will wait for you. It's 113. I don't think he's allowed to go over 100, right? If he's a freight service. It's kind of funny. It's unfortunate you're behind that guy for another 23 hours. That's probably why he's speeding. It's no issue. I'm early anyway, so there's really no problem. Four. 244061. This is 14137 right behind you. I'm early. I'm ahead of schedule, so it's fine. Just take it easy. Just cruise. Now he's now 97, so he actually slowed down now. Let's see. We're probably like 3 or 4 minutes early now. That would be my guess, but it hasn't updated just yet. I mean, like if he's really heavy and he's in downhill, he would go that fast. Like maybe that's why he went under the speed limit. Now he's right at 100, so. But he was up, I think it was around 120, 121 at some point, so that's well over speed limit. For him anyway. Gonna keep 100 now. No use to go faster than that, really. Faster and faster. Oh gee, I love my MacGyver solutions. My armrest support, homemade. I ordered like these cushions. You can put one on each armrest on the chair, and these rubber bands, they like snapped after just 1 week, so that was totally unusable. So what I did, I put them together because for whatever reason I need more support, higher support on the right side with the mouse. So I put them together and just taped around my armrest, and they actually not attached. It's like two bands just sitting around the lower one, the lower cushion. But it's moving back and forth somewhat, so sometimes it comes loose and I have to reattach it. I'm gonna find a solution for that, a better one, a better MacGyver, improved MacGyver. But for now it's fine, it's working. Yeah, I do that a lot. So I had to buy a new chair. That's where it started. And that chair, it didn't go as low as the former chair did. So I was too high up and I was not comfortable because the wheels were actually too big on that one. So I had to lift. I was like, I don't have any other wheels. I have smaller wheels on the other one, but it would not fit because the attachments are too small, so they would just wobble and just fall, you know, out from their place, and that's dangerous. As you sometimes lift the chair or somewhat lift it to move it sometimes, eventually. And so I actually placed some old VHS tapes underneath the table, so I lifted it up like a couple of inches, but it was not enough. So I actually changed the wheels on my chair as well to the older ones and just put, oh, that was that lightning, but I put like tape around the attachment points so it would fit. So they do that now, but it's like I had the perfect chair. It was just, you couldn't buy any of those. It was an old IKEA chair, but you can't buy those anymore. So, and these new ones, they are not as comfortable, and this is not a bad one. This is basically the same model as Secret Labs, but it's not under the same brand, so it's cheaper, but it's exactly the same model. So yeah, I don't know. Someone thought this is comfortable. I don't think it is comfortable, but now I have used it for a while, so I get used to it, and also getting softer and softer. So all right, let's what other MacGyver solutions do I have? Oh man, I have plenty. Yeah, nowadays they have, but that was not always the case. They had this old model. It was full of stopping, like it was really soft. It was almost like a freaking couch, not a couch, but yeah, a couch basically. It was very soft and very comfortable. And for whatever reason, someone come up with the idea of ruining that. I don't know why, but I don't see many comfortable chairs out there. They don't look comfortable actually. And I tried a few, but I can't find anything that's as comfortable as the old one. But it's full of holes, you know, it's cracked up. The leather, so to speak, it's not real leather. It's totally cracked, and you know, everything comes out of it, so it needs to be thrown away. So I had to replace it. And I'm sure that was a pretty cheap chair too, but it was in service for Well, I had it for 8 years, and the guy before me had it for 2 years. So I actually bought it used, so it was actually working for 10 years, or at least let's say 8. It was in one piece. Then it started to break, or not break, but crack up, and it didn't look good. But it was still very good to sit in. So. Oh man. Man, I didn't. I looked at the map for just 1 second. I was keep pushing it. So typical. I don't know what is going on with that. It was like when the designer, changed designer at BMW. That was at some point. Oh man, the shark front, it was just bye-bye, gone. And oh man, there was some 7 Series that came out that was so ugly. I was like, okay, I'm abandoning the brand now. I see, yeah. I always use the shunting regulator when the amps are below 1000. Position higher. Okay. I usually don't go. I'm trying to stay around 900, a little bit over, like 910, before I put the next shunt in. Same, everything's above 28 on the throttle position. I do the same. And below 28, I try to stay like 510, not over. And that usually works, but I'm just like with the speed, I'm always on limit. I don't have any margins. I should have margins, but I like to it's like a bad habit of challenging yourself all the way to be on the, on the edge, stay there. So it's nothing you should do for real, but it's a bad habit, so I should just stop that too. I should just, go 140. Actually 139 rather. 138, 139. That's where I should be. Yeah, I agree with you on the cars there, Maximus. It's I have an old Lexus of 2002. It's right there on the edge before stuff got more. I mean, Toyota is always a Toyota, but it has some computerized stuff, not too much. It's pretty simple still. Variable valve timing, stuff like that is, I don't care for that. I don't care, really. But it's still the old school, more or less. And you can tell it by how it feels to drive it, how it feels to sit in it, how the dash looks. So yeah, I hear you. It's a different feeling. My absolute fave Beamer It's a BMW E28 body from 82 to 88. That's my favorite. I had 7 of those, not at the same time, but over the years when I was between 21 or 22 and up to 30 plus years of age was when I had those one after another, back and forth. Financially not stable, that's why I just, you know, swapped back and forth. And then you had to sell your car, then you bought a new car, and I had to sell it eventually 1 year later or whatever. And I went like that back and forth all the time back in the days. Not a good solution, but it was interesting, and I learned a lot because I had to fix the cars myself. You know, tuning the valves, doing the service. Jesus. But it was fun. That's the one I liked the most. 28. I had I had 3 7 series at one point too. E32. I have I had first a red 730. It was like a fishing boat because the shocks were so, you know, they were nothing. They were totally, how do you say, like used up. So you could just push down the front, basically the hood, as you were standing still, and it would just rock back and forth for a while before it came to rest. And the second one was really nice. It was actually a gift from my former girlfriend. She, her dad went away, so she got some money and she bought herself a 525 E34, and I got me a E32. That was the days. The golden days, you can say. It's nothing like that anymore, but I appreciate those times. But the funny thing about that car, the second E32 that I got, in the end I had to pay for it anyway, because there was the guy who sold it to me, he for some reason died, and his bank contacted me about the matter and said that he was a part of a deal they had, like where the car was basically the security of a loan. So I had to pay it off myself. So I actually had to pay for that. How unfortunate it was, but sometimes that's how things work. You like the soft suspension? Yeah, that car was not in good shape at all. The 730, the first E32 I had, it was not in good shape. The driver's seat was a hole in that, and it was bad paint job. But it was cheap. I bought it cheap, so. And the next one was way better. Then my third, it was in between, you could say. That had some mechanical issues, oil dripping from the automatic transmission, and it was dripping down on the exhaust. So you could just, you know, drive along, just cruise, and all of a sudden it was like a big cloud of oil, what do you call it, when the oil got burned on the exhaust, it would be a big cloud of burnt oil. And I never fixed that. I actually sold that one. I didn't have money to fix it. It was just typical me back in the days. Well, I had an E30 318 for a while. It was a good car just to, you know, I had it during the winter, so it didn't have, I mean, it was kind of a weak engine, but it was still fun. Rear wheel drive in the winter, you could have a lot of fun with that. What else did I got? Oh, that was it, I think. No, I actually started off with I think it's called E3, but I'm not sure. It's like an old big cruise ship, 2500, 2803.0 and 3.3, I think. That was the different engine configuration, or the model numbers too. I had two of those, or 1.5, you can say. For starters, that one got stolen by a former friend, I found out. Twice. And last time I saw that car, it was so ugly. Next stop in 2.7. Okay, let's get back to the trains. Yeah, it was totally destroyed. I think they backed it up on a lamp post, and the lamp post seemed, it probably fell on the car. So the whole trunk and the backside of the roof was like a V, in a V shape, basically. So the whole car was destroyed, and the whole body was destroyed, half of it at least. And that was a sad sight. And the wheels were gone. Parts of the engine were gone. So there was nothing that, and I know who did it. So that was like, I was disappointed, yes. And he's wondering why I don't want to keep in touch. That was years ago, but still. Yes, that's correct. He stole it twice. He was a part of it. It was not just him. It was a couple other guys, but I don't know what it was. Why they did it. I never found out the reasons for it. I did nothing to them, so I don't know what it was about. But you know, stupid kids. You do stupid stuff when you're young. Don't think twice sometimes. Just do. Maybe he had his reasons, he thought. He had like one of these Porsche 928 at some point, and he was like, oh, you want to try it? And you know, he didn't have a license, so I got to drive it, and we had a lot of fun with that, and a lot of fun. And he didn't complain until the clutch stopped working, so it just smelled like burnt wood or burnt something else, and it just stopped working. So it was probably already about to, you know, it was an old car, and it might be that reason he was blaming that on me, and you know, started to do stuff like that. I don't know. And he also ruined that car once for me when he was trying it out, so you know, it might be about that. I don't know. He maybe thought that I was the reason his car broke down. It was unfortunate. It would be, but I had a lot of cars, and I never ever had a clutch issue. And I was, you know, I was not I did use them. I didn't abuse them, but I did use them. You can say that. That was not the reason why I had so many BMWs that I broke down. I just didn't have the money to serve them, you know, keep them in shape. And you know, tires, always an issue with the tires. I need new tires, I can afford it, so on and so forth. I need money for the rent, whatever it was back in the days. It was not as easy. Was not so responsible. But that was then. Oh no 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 no. A little bit more, please. A little bit more. That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of crazy things going on back in the days when I was young. Maybe you didn't have the same judgment of character back then, so you didn't know, you know, you maybe surrounded yourself with people who you shouldn't have surrounded yourself with, stuff like that. Bad company. And I wasn't, you know, God's best child either, so. But I was not among the worst, definitely not. There was a lot of violence where I grew up. And I got a few interactions where I actually was, they tried to hit me, and you know, it was a lot of bullying going on and stuff like that. They just need someone to hit, I don't know. Most of them are dead now. Probably drugs and other criminal things. It's interesting, it's actually a documentary about that part where I grew up that actually is about that. That's the theme, or what do you say it? They're talking about how many people just, there was so many kids that got in the wrong, you know, company and got, whether it was for violence or drugs or whatever it was, but most of them are dead now. That's so crazy. But my friends are still there, so the ones I was with, they are still alive. But the one that was bullying us, they are dead. Maybe it's karma, but I don't believe in that really. When it comes to kids and stupidity, I don't believe in karma. It's just so unfortunate, you know. They probably got hit or neglected by their parents or whatever, stuff like that. We got a red signal, 2 kilometers. Alright, let's just relax a bit and see what's going on ahead of us. We got that's Friday. Okay, we got a green signal now, so it's nothing, no issue. V100 Ost. Ost means cheese in Swedish. And he did it again. Yes. Overcharge. Mr. Overcharge. That's me. My name is Charge. Overcharge. And am I in time? I'm 1 minute delayed. Okay. So I'm not just in time today. I'm not Justin. I am over charged. Well, my first car was a 1977 Opel Commodore GS/E electronic injection. That was a big deal back then. 77. A two-door coupe, red one. And I owned that one twice. So I bought it from a carpenter. Then I ended up working with him. Carpenter? Well, he was doing different things, like but he was, painting or building stuff around people's houses, like fences, or fixed their, was I don't know if that's a carpenter. Maybe that's a carpenter. Anyway, I was helping him out for a bit. Then I bought that car back because he bought it from me. As usual, I didn't have the money to keep it in shape, so I sold it back to him cheaper. Then he fixed it up, and he had some fun with it. Put turbo in it and stuff like that. Just played around for a bit, but it was not really made for turbo. But he was made some adjustments on the engine and some renovations, so it was in better shape than it would have been otherwise. So it could take some abuse. And I remember he took me on a ride with that one on a drive, and he was cranking up the pressure like 3 kilos or so. And we were like bouncing with that car. It was like a bad road, kind of. So it was like uneven. So what got slightly airborne at times. It was a blast. Then he sold it back to me, but I didn't want the turbo. I was like, nah, it's not gonna hold together in the long haul, so it's better that I get the set without the turbo. So he just ripped it apart and reset the engine as it was from start. But it was although in better condition when I sold it to him, so I bought it back and drove it for a while. Yeah, but it was easier back then. It was not the same like now. Cars are ridiculously expensive, and they are not half as good and what they used to be. I mean, in long haul. So they are more advanced, more electronics, stuff that can break, that can malfunction. It was more simpler time, you can say. You could fix your car yourself a lot. It was just basically the parts you had to care for to buy. You had to afford to buy. Most things you could fix yourself. And I did. Otherwise, if it was nowadays, if I was in the same situation, I would not have even one car, I guess. I don't think I would be able to have one car in the same situation or same attitude or whatever was my problem back then. I just couldn't handle money. As a youngster. Alright, let's not do this. Let's... Yeah, nowadays they are kind of bad investment, I guess. It's better to just lease or get a car through work or whatever. Depending on what you own and what your priority is, I guess. The newest car I had, I think it was a 2006 Passat station wagon, Volkswagen Passat. And I had an older one. The older one was actually better than the newer one, but it was in worse shape. That's why I bought the newer one. Can like the design. I love that design, by the way, around 2006 and so. But man, do they rust! It was like you could tell that it was on freaking purpose, because it was the same on every car. It was on the edges on the back fender, and it was on the back door on the station wagon. It was so typical. And that one had weird electrical issues too, and stuff that should not really break. It should last a lifetime, like this freaking. It was warning for not using the seat belt when no one was sitting beside of me, stuff like that. I just got tired of it, so I sold it and bought this Lexus. And now it's in need of service, so it's gonna get that service and some repairs, but nothing serious. It's just, usual stuff. I think that's the best car I ever had. Alright, let's slow down a bit. I think it's the best car I ever had. The most reliable car. I had it for a couple of years now, and I haven't done anything about it. It's just rolling, No issues whatsoever. Very impressive quality. And I read a little bit about the early Lexuses. The bigger one, I don't know the model number, but there was a bigger one before this when they actually started the production. And I read that the Japanese people at Toyota went to the West and went to United States and just did a lot of research of what people
Any chance I can leave earlier?
people and their habits around cars and whatnot, and then they made that car, and it was such a hit that Mercedes had to lower prices, BMW panicked, stuff like that going on. And the next one in the line was this IS200, IS300
Okay,
model, one I have. And same, they have a get drag gearbox just like the BMWs, and it's at the same time. Really good gearbox. It's easy to not easy, but it's very useful to make turbo conversions and supercharger conversions, stuff like that. And the engine would take the hit, so it's really good engines too. They are like developed during the 70s and with a couple of improvements over the years, but it's really tested out technology engine wise. Some call it the 4-door Supra, but it's not the same engine as the one I have. I have the 2 liters, so that's like but that one goes well with supercharged conversion if you want that. So you can have a lot of fun with those too if you want to build cars. Talking about cars, what is this? 100. Just easing it into this station. I don't know what happened. Did I actually fail to stop, or did it was it a bug? Because sometimes I have that. I mean, it's possible that I didn't stop. Let's see, are we might 1 minute delayed, so I wouldn't think that that's the case, but whatever. Let's see when the next stop is. It's is it? Dobrova Gornica. Doesn't make sense. Or maybe it does. Oh, I read it wrong. So yeah, I get it now. It's 6 kilometers. I just thought I was... I passed it. Alright. Let's start over. If you depart even a second too early, then the game sees. Yeah, I get it. I get that one. I noticed, and I can't really say if that was the case, but a couple of times I actually did leave when it was green. It was, you know, that you did what you're supposed to do, but it didn't know that I was doing it after a while, so it was just like bugging. And you had to wait to the next stop or the next point. I don't know, whatever. Look at the moon! Right, let's get rid of this. Oh. M-O-O-N, that spells moon. Nothing going on ahead of us. Let's check a little bit if we get something going on. And there's nothing. No Pendolinos, nothing. Alright. Go, Pendolino, go. Nice. The magic of smoothly passing a station platform like this at high speeds, always nice. It's satisfying. Suburbia. Messing it up. I don't know what I did, but I messed it up. That's the way it goes. And we have 10 coaches, so we need to go all the way in, basically. Do I sound amused? There we go. "14 seconds. Well, you can use the key on your numpad to put the train brakes." Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna have to be even more engaged. Then I will not be able to follow the chat, stuff like that, because I'm gonna be looking at the keyboard. My solution is that I don't have to look at the keyboard most times, just if I move my hand away, and that's why it also doesn't work all the time, as I hitting the wrong keys, but that's my solution. I mean, it works fairly good as long as I'm clear in my head, actually. If you look if you look back earlier in the stream later, you could see the difference from now. So now I'm starting to get exhausted and I'm making mistakes and I'm not as focused at all. But yeah, if I didn't talk about other things, or I would just shut the F up, then it would probably work out too. Then I could maybe use those keys, the one you are suggesting. But thank you for the advice. Speed limit 90 coming up. This is so satisfying. I love this. Passing stations like that, especially with the lights late at night. That's nice. None, except for maybe one. If I like 5 minutes early, I had to go to the bathroom. That was the only break I actually did. Otherwise, I don't really take breaks. I take maybe one, sometimes two, but that's not the usual. If it's a really long stream, like 4 or 5 hours, I would take two, but during a 3-hour stream, I take one break. And it really doesn't feel like a break because it's just a couple of minutes, but yeah. I would not take half an hour, 20 minutes. I actually need that. And if I should start earlier, let's say I wake up and in a couple of hours I start my first stream. If I had good sleep, I would manage to do like 4 or 5 hours, probably pretty good. But I would say it's mostly about doing too many things at once. In you know, a condition where you're starting to get exhausted. I guess it's pretty normal. Maybe if you're younger, then you can keep on going for more, but for longer. Sometimes it just works out. It's working out just fine. Look at the lighting. I love the lighting in this simulator. It's perfect. And when it rains, you get these puddles on the platform. That's also pretty neat. So this stream has been going on for 2 hours 47 minutes. So it's gonna be one of those 3 hours one, but if I have energy left, I would take another train, but I don't know if I can do that. I streamed for 3 hours prior to this, Euro Truck Simulator. So I already did my 6-hour you can say. Alright, let's go. Oh, there we go. I have Intel i9 10 series, 10, I don't remember the other numbers, but it's a 10 series. KF in the end. So it's the one without functional support for onboard sound. $10,900 and something, I don't know. That's what I have. It's working good. And 1080 Ti graphics card, Strix, Asus. Here we go again. Yeah, moon is nice. Real nice moon. M-O-O-N, that spells moon. It's from The Stand. I think it's Stephen King. Like a 5-hour movie or 5.5, something like that. Back in the days it was 2 VHS tapes. If you wanted to rent it, it was a thick case with 2 tapes in it. Pretty good movie. The Stand. And there was this slightly retarded guy that always said that M-O-O-N, that spells moon. But he was kind, and that was the point in the movie. If you're kind or not, what are your motives in life? Drive through, drive through. We got 90 coming up. We got terrible frame rate right now. Seems like I need to restart the game if I don't do anything. Might have to. No, that's not what I wanted. Anyways. It's so interesting. It's slightly better. It's better on the stream that I see. It's better than what I experience on my monitor. It's really choppy for me right now. Super choppy. Like 20 frames per second ish. Let's see what it says. 16 actually. 16 frames per second. That's top notch. Doodly doo, doodly day. Dan 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 dan. When this happens during day, I don't have these issues. Maybe if I'm going the other way, rolling into Warsaw, it might be like that. And that's probably when I'm streaming. Otherwise, no issues really. So I think it's a combination of not having maybe so much resources left graphic wise, and a combination of, you know, somewhat bad optimization, at least for my card or my setup. I don't know. I don't think others having the same issue, but I don't know. I might. Some might. Doesn't help. Next station is manned, so we just have to stay put and wait this one out. I can see the moon too. $40 coming up. So we don't have to go over 40. No point in doing that. And we are on time, people. That is great. My game completely freezes for a good 2 or 3 seconds when driving around this area. Oh, okay. I usually don't have a problem down here, so this is one of a few. I think I had this like 3 times when I really can say that I had it. That I'm sure of, all the times I've played. And once it didn't really help to change service because I took on a new service and I still had the same issue, so I restarted the game and then it worked. It was on stream actually, I think. Yes, it was. So I will probably do that if I'm gonna keep streaming now. Although it's questionable, my condition, my focus is lacking. And I'm also starting to get hungry, so I'm probably gonna end the stream here at Katowice. You should end it while you're still, you know, in somewhat of a good shape. Or I will have, you know, run red lights or derail and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. It's no fun. And the way I know myself, I would just keep going after that. Oh, I can't stop now. I need to, you know, stop when I'm on top. So that's typically me. Oh man, hang on. 8 frames per second. That's the worst so far. I never had, man, it's constant 8 frames per second. Oh, oh boy. This is so bad right now. Oh. Hey, I'm pretty positive if I reload the game now and take the next service into Katowice, I wouldn't have that issue. It would just smooth sailing. Maybe it's some kind of a buffering issue, I don't know, like it's, I don't know. It does only do it in this simulator, so I don't have the same issue. I can go on forever with the other ones, so. And it's not constant, so it's different from time to time. You never know why it does that. You can't find the pattern because it's not on my system anyway. It varies too much to find a pattern. Oh man, I almost had it. But in my defense, this is not easy now. I was like 6 meters from where I can stop. Alright, here we are. I'm actually gonna drive it off the map, as I always do. Oh, 3 minutes, really? Oh, see? Never been this bad ever. Man, this is 9 frames, 10 frames per second, 9 frames, 10 frames. back and forth. 11, 10, 11, 12, 8, 11. Let's not move the mouse. Let's just check out this beautiful station. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I thought I was. Let's just hang on. There we go. What do we have on the map here? We got an interesting service coming in. Service 42194. But now I will have to restart it, and I'm not going to do that today. Also, as it is getting darker, it would not be as interesting. It would just be, lit in front of the train, and that would be it. As you roll out of the city, and all the lights just disappear behind you. City lights. So I think it's more interesting during daytime. At least I think so. One more minute. But it would be really cool if if passenger mode actually made it possible for you to just hop out of a vehicle, like on a station, and just give up the service with a pop-up menu or whatever option, and just take the next free train the other way. Just hop into that one and go. Basically like what you can do in Trains in World. That's a good function that I like. At least when the timetable is frequent enough to do so, you don't have to wait too long for the next service going the other way. Yeah. Alright, time to go. Time to leave. There we go. What's going on? It's filling. Okay. Let's see if this is possible even now. With this frame rate. Oh boy. It really suffers. I'm suffering. Oh boy. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Game might crash and I would not get my points, so let's get back to it. Just... Ooh, this service seems interesting. Ah, next time. It's a long oldie with the old coaches and everything. It's actually what I was looking for when I found this service. And the upside of this service on this setup is this locomotive that you can go a little faster, so it's fine. Oh boy, never seen this one like this bad. This simulator, this bad of frame rate. Oh, sorry. That's it. Alright, gals and guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream and see you on the next one. Have a good Saturday evening.